Number 3. The Patronage Playbook, Securing High-Value Clients. Leonardo's third and final secret was his mastery of what we'd now call high-ticket client acquisition. He didn't just look for any job. He strategically hunted down and built relationships with the richest and most powerful people of his time. He knew the right patron didn't just offer money, they offered freedom, resources, and protection. His career path is basically a map of Renaissance power centers. He started in Florence, trying to win over the Medici family, the great banking dynasty who funded the early Renaissance. Then came his big break with Ludovico Sforza in Milan. That relationship became his template. He secured a huge retainer that wasn't tied to finishing any single painting, which gave him the freedom to experiment and study. Patrons like Sforza knew that to get the most out of a genius like Leonardo, you had to let him run. After Milan, he worked for Cesare Borgia, son of Pope Alexander VI and arguably the most dangerous man in Italy. This shows Leonardo's pragmatism. He'd lend his talents to a warlord in exchange for security and a chance to use his engineering skills in the real world. But his ultimate patron was King Francis I of France. By the time he was in his later years, Leonardo was a living legend, but his painting output had slowed down. In Italy, new stars like Michelangelo and Raphael were on the rise. So, Leonardo accepted the king's invitation to move to France. Francis I wasn't just hiring an artist, he was acquiring a cultural icon. He gave Leonardo the title First Painter, Engineer, and Architect to the king, a generous salary, and a beautiful manor house, the Château du Clos-Luce. Crucially, the king didn't ask for specific paintings. He wanted Leonardo for his mind, for his conversation, for the sheer prestige of having the world's greatest genius at his court. This was the ultimate endgame. Leonardo had built his personal brand so powerfully that his final patron paid him simply to be. He was no longer trading time for money, he was being paid for his accumulated wisdom. And he famously didn't compromise his work to please people. He was known for not finishing projects, including the Mona Lisa, which he was commissioned to paint but kept with him for years, tinkering with it endlessly. He didn't let the client dictate his vision. He found clients whose ambitions were big enough to match his own, creating a partnership, not just a job.